The pollution is really affecting the food chain by changing it. If a certain species is really affected by a type of pollution, it could kill the entire species. At this point, we asked Miss Kenny for her opinions.
Chemicals in the water can affect the animals down the line, and one of the scariest things, there's a chemical called DDT. They don't use it anymore, but they used to use it regularly all over the place. And what they found was in birds, it actually created additional body parts, oceans and stuff. The plastic, they say turtles think that plastic bags look like jellyfish, and so they eat them and they die.
Human impact can be good or bad. A good example of this would be that we learn a lot about nature on our walks. A bad example of human impact would be how we disturb them by walking through their territory every day.
I think just their presence affects them in a lot of ways, and also the things we leave behind. Hopefully it's leave no trace. Some people are better at that than others. Deer generally can acclimatize to people being around. Canadian geese, when they have babies, the females, for some reason, when they're born, know that I have to come back to this place to have my babies. So when you think of development, along the example that comes to mind is Keniston. If you know where the new-ish Costco is, that all used to be open land, and there used to be tons and tons of Canadian geese there. So in the spring, you'll see all these Canadian geese laying nests in Costco and along the ditch.
Animals have learned how to adapt to winters. Some animals leave or come to Winnipeg by migration. Others stay through the winter.
One of the most interesting things about deer in particular is in the whiteshell, which is the heart of the boreal forest. They say once snow, I forget what the depth is, but it's something above 2 feet, automatically the deer kill for the winter is 50% because they don't have enough food to survive.
Animals can also destroy their own habitat.
The pine beetle that is basically destroying all the forest there. It's an epidemic, and the scary part is as our climate changes, they're moving farther and further north because normally the winter would kill them, but now that our winters are warmer, they're going further and further north. So they're literally eating all of the trees. So that affects everything. A lot of birds rely on pine trees for their food for the winter. That's where they get their pine cones. They hide them all. So it's going to cut down definitely on the amount of birds.